Welcome, everyone, to the College Football Playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And this is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoyed tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The offensive coordinator bringing in some more blockers on the field. It's the full house. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. He just came flying in to lay the lumber immediately.
What a great job of timing up the blitz here by the backer. I don't know how this running back held on to the football, because as soon as he got his hands on it, he got hit hard.
He went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. It's an option look. Crossing the 35. And they finally stop him, and the quarterback keeper picks up great yardage and a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Here's the option play. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down out at the 46.
And that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Alabama 7.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown. Tie. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They're going to run the option. Crossing the 40. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The gain makes it second and medium. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Can they keep this drive going, trying to convert on third down now? They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go.
Now, fourth down.
The Bears will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
And one of the things we love about this guy is his ability to use his legs when he has to. And I almost feel like he got behind that offensive line, and because of his size, I don't know if they were able to locate him. By the time they did, it's a first down for the offense.
And at first down, they go right back to him.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And now the try here for the extra point. To make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Second down, we're going to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Burks. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Over the middle. It's Scott. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Receiver in motion now. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Number 91, set to kick off.
He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He steps out at the 22. That's where the drive will begin. Comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. And see if they can do it again. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. That's caught. It's Porter. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. 2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He's going to take off here. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And the Bears will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. That's a fly out of the wideout. And he's got it. Touchdown, Baylor. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. It's a shotgun run call. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's the offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. He's going to bring up a 3rd down play.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Looking to throw it deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The sure hands. It's Adams. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
And now the handoff. Eludes a tackle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And then first down, right back to the running game. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime.
Timeout, Alabama.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Bama. This offense really clicking.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. They tack on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14.
That makes the score Alabama.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. He's hit as he throws it. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Bears will kick this away to start the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out. He's got some space. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Bears.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
PHC is good as still trail, though. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. There's the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Number 40 brings up 2nd down.
And the quarterback dropping back. Caught near the sticks. It's Davis. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
On the run, it's Royer. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense moving closer to the line of gain after that catch. Quarterback drops back. And is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? Past the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Baylor. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. And the defense gets involved, scoring a touchdown to suddenly tie this football game.
Just getting a couple turnovers from your defense is really all you can expect. But to be able to get 6 points from them in addition is above and beyond. They get their 6 points, and now they're really thinking about winning this game.
And they tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Back onto the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Quarterback operating an empty set. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's looking deep here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Caught on the outside. It's Davis. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Getting set. Here's second down. Using his legs. It's Davis. They bring him down just short of the marker. Inches away from a first down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Burks. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Here's the second down play. Handoff from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Out of the gun now on third down. With the catch, it's Hamilton. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
First and goal, handoff. And now the defense able to bring him down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they go in front here in the second half.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Now the all-important extra point. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now they get set to kick it away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run it here. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score now about 35. Baylor 28.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll try the option play here. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. And it's complete downfield. And he picks up the first down. Tackled at the 32.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And they finally stop him, but a decent game that time.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. Brings up second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Caught on the outside. It's Smith. And the runner steps out of bounds but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got to
hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's first and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
He's brought down at the 19-yard line. Second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Finds his target. They bring him down after a short game there.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for three? They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
You know, this back has taken advantage of his opportunities tonight in his football game. And here's another example on third down. They put the ball in his hands. He knows exactly where to go to pick up the first down. And he's able to do that here in the fourth quarter.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's first and goal. Back in motion now. And he'll be brought down.
Chris, that's positive yards on first and goal, which is obviously good. But now we're at this point in the game. Critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. It's an option look. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Interesting call here by the offensive coordinator. Get some positive yards. You keep the ball on the ground. The clock will continue to roll. They need a touchdown here. I cannot wait to see what this call is on third and goal.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And it's a touchdown, but hold on here. We have a flag down. Let's check what that's about. That one's going to hurt. Take that crucial touchdown off the board, back them up, and we'll see if they can score again. Now a crucial third down and goal. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. And the offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that third down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Bears.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team now set to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Short pass, finds the tight end. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Hamilton. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. The shotgun running play call. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Important second down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Going the other way. Can they stop him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Here's the option play. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Looking to throw it on first down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The defense needs a stop to force overtime. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Grab down the middle. It's Porter. Ball carrier tackled there. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Here's that defense shifting again. Try and muscle for the first down. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. Trying to hurry to the line here, just on the outer edge of field goal range. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining. Receivers are bunched together. Looking to pass here on second down. Here's a throw underneath to the back. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And a timeout is called here. 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Third down. They don't gain anything from here. It's a 51-yard field goal try. Now a timeout is called with just 10 seconds left to play. Third down. They don't gain anything from here. It's a 51-yard field goal try. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And that is no good. Try is no good, and we're still tied.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He lets it go. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor.
You know, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
Well, this is a game to remember and a fun one to call. Decided on the final play. Can't get better than that.
To watch these teams go at it and for it to come down to the final play, the final touchdown, those are the games you remember for a long time.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.